Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. For lunch today, and I was going to fix fried okra, but I changed my mind. So we're going to have some fried zucchini pancakes. Now this is somewhat of a Greek dish, but the first thing we need to do is thread 3 medium-sized zucchini. And after we shred them, we're going to put some salt in there and allow them to sort of dehydrate a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shred all 3 of these because we want 3 cups. Alright, be back in a minute. Alright, I gave up on the hand shredder. I guess I'm just spoiled on my food processor. So I'm going to do the other 2 zucchini in the food processor. And now we're done, that quick. The reason I avoid using the food processor is because it takes up so much room in the dishwasher. But this will be an occasion where I'm definitely decided to use the food processor. And this takes 3 medium zucchini. So now I've got them in in a little bowl. I'm going to take about a teaspoon of salt and just sprinkle it all over them. Oops, sorry, dropped that fork. Alright, just mix them up a little bit, let that salt kind of get all mixed in there, and then we're going to leave these sitting for about an hour, and it'll draw a lot of the water out of the zucchini. And after it does, I'm going to squeeze it out and put it in a bowl, and we'll be ready to mix up our zucchini pancakes. So back in about an hour. Okay, our zucchini has been sitting here with a teaspoon of salt on it for about an hour. You can see a lot of the water or juice has run out of it. Now, what we want to do is get a lot more of this water out of it. So, the best way to do it is with your hands. Just pick up a handful and squeeze it really hard, and then shake it. And it'll be kind of foamy. Now you could do it in a little strainer also, but again, I don't like to mess up a lot of dishes when I'm cooking. I mess up enough without even trying. So, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Just put it over in a separate bowl. Alright, that's about it. A lot of juice coming out of those 3 zucchini. Alright, now we're ready to mix up our pancake batter. First thing you want to do is to this zucchini you want to add 3 tablespoons of just regular all-purpose flour. And just mix that in as best you can. Now you're not going to need any additional salt for this recipe. Alright, that ought to do it for the flour. And now you want to mix in, notice I didn't wash my hands, you want to mix in a 4-ounce little carton of feta cheese, 4 ounces. Just crumble that up a little more if you need to. And then mix it all in with your hands. Well, this is the way I do it. It goes a lot faster because you got 5 fingers. It just goes a lot faster. Okay, now I'm going to rinse my hand off. Now the next thing we want to add will be 3 whole large eggs. I'm just going to beat those a little bit before I put them in. That should do it. And just mix those around. Now this is a very Greek recipe for zucchini pancakes. And because it's Greek, we're going to add another spice to it that you might not have thought of. We're going to put in some dried mint leaves, and that would be about 3/4 of a teaspoon. And I'm just going to shake them in. Alright, that ought to do it. Just mix that all in. Now the mint leaves are going to greatly enhance the taste of this dish. Alright, our batter is now ready to be fried into little pancakes. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get my oil ready, and we'll be right back, and I'll move the camera so you can see. Alright, my pan has heated up now, and I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. Not much, just a little bit. Kind of coat it. Now, if you are Greek and you are living in this country, you probably fry these in butter. But if you're in Greece, the chances are real good you fry these in olive oil. So we're going to try to keep it as Greek as possible and fry these in olive oil. Alright, I've got my pan coated. My burner is on medium heat, and I'm just going to dip this by tablespoon in. Now they're going to spread out in the pan just by a heaping tablespoon. I think I can fry 3 at one time. Now these have got, of course, 3 large eggs in there, plus you've got the cheese, so this is really going to be the protein for our meal today. Okay, the first thing you can smell, of course, is the feta cheese, which is goat cheese, by the way, which makes it a lot easier to digest than cheese made from cow's milk. Alright, let's see how we're coming here. It's going to take a few minutes, so when I get these turned over, we'll be back and I'll let you see what they look like. Okay, we have already flipped them over. See what they look like. You don't want to get them too brown, because remember there are a lot of eggs in here. So I've turned my heat down to medium-low, and I'm going to let these cook for a while. And when I get all of them fixed, we'll be back and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, I have finished frying up all the zucchini pancakes, and let's see, it actually made 9. I've already eaten one of them. Alright, Now, you definitely cannot taste the mint leaves in it. I mean, you can tell something's in it, but you definitely can't tell it's mint. It very much enhances the flavor. Now, I'm going to give the American version of this down below in the description, right down below, and because you can make substitutions, and it's just basically the same recipe. All right, I'm going to plate this up and I'll show you our meal for today. All right, we are ready to eat. Some of the deep fried biscuits that I fixed earlier today. Here's the zucchini pancakes, black-eyed peas with some snaps, some steamed cabbage, and this would be the peaches with a little bit of cream on them that I froze a month or so ago. And I'll just mention the steamed cabbage. That's some of the best cabbage I have ever gotten at the farmer's market. And so I went ahead and got a bushel, or what they call a bushel, and went ahead and cooked it about 3/4 done and froze it, and I can tell you it comes out super well. You only have to cook it for a few minutes. All right, there are the pancakes, and they are delicious. And I will give you the American version down below. All right, see you next time.